Applying fabrics. Fiberglass cloth or tape is applied to surfaces to provide reinforcement and abrasion resistance. Apply fabric and coats of epoxy to fill the weave of the fabric in one continuous operation. As with other techniques that involve bonding, when you apply reinforcing fabric, the surface must be clean and dry. Non-porous surfaces should be sanded. Trim the cloth to size and position it on the surface. Mix a small batch of epoxy and pour it onto the center of the dry cloth. Use a plastic spreader to spread the epoxy around to all areas of the fabric. Apply enough epoxy to saturate the cloth and to penetrate the surface below. Use a roller or brush to apply the epoxy if you are applying fabric to vertical or overhead surfaces. Properly wet out fabric looks transparent. Apply more epoxy to any drier areas that appear white. When the fabric is saturated, squeegee off excess epoxy using a plastic spreader. Hold the spreader at a low angle and make long, slow, overlapping strokes. The fabric should look smooth and transparent. Allow the epoxy to cure. Trim the excess cloth with a sharp razor knife when the epoxy has reached its initial cure. Coat the fabric with epoxy to fill the weave. It may take up to 3 coats to completely fill the weave. To avoid sanding, apply the next coat when the previous coat becomes about as tacky as masking tape. View epoxy barrier coating for instructions on applying smooth, even coats of epoxy. For clear coating applications, reference our user manual.